Broadcasting live from the Georgia World Congress Center for Georgia Technology Summit 2023. It's time for Atlanta Business Radio. Now, here's your host.
Lee Cantor, broadcasting live from Georgia Technology Summit 2023. This is the largest technology showcase in Georgia. So excited to be talking to my next guest, Larry Williams, President and CEO of TAG. Welcome, Larry.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm delighted to have you here at our event this year, and I'm delighted to talk to you.
So, Larry, you've been with TAG for a minute or so.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that it's evolving in the manner that you envisioned when it was just a bunch of people in a room saying, you know, we should be doing something for Georgia to help connect some folks?
You know, it's funny that you mentioned this. You know, we're in our 24th year at TAG and really looking forward to celebrating our 25th year anniversary next year. And, you know, I'd spoken a little bit about it earlier on stage. You know, we've always been part of the fabric of the technology community. But if you think about, you know, you got to think, you know, pre-iPhone. You got to even think pre-BlackBerry about whenever we started and what Georgia was doing back with the Hayes modem. And then even fast forwarding up into the early 90s when Chris Klaus and Tom Noonan were starting ISS and really setting the foundation for our prowess in cybersecurity to where we've evolved today. And where, you know, if you look at how our skyline has evolved and really the fabric of who's in here, every major technology company, you know, certainly in the country and from around the world are here now. They're calling this home. You see great, you know, you see Accenture, you see NCR, Norfolk Southern's, you know, Anthem's Innovation Center. When you drive up and down I-75, I-85, those are the logos you see on our buildings now. God has come. It has been a rocket ship. And it's been an incredible ride, and we still have a long way to go.
Now, why do you think that Georgia has been able to foster this level of community and collaboration? You know, all across the country, there are cities and states that have a, you know, industry leader or one company that is doing great things, but they haven't been able to kind of harness a community and build upon each other and you know, create these clusters and these different kind of niches and that diversity and strength of an economy that can withstand a lot of hardship and challenges when they come.
You know, that is such a great question, and I wish that I could, you know, get the secret sauce and bottle it and sell it around the world, but I don't know that it's really as replicable as the way that we've been able to do it here in Atlanta and Georgia. You know, one is it's multifaceted. You know, we do have every aspects of what it takes to have an innovation economy. And again, it's there's a lot of diversity that goes into that. So if we think about everything from academia, research and development, Fortune 100 companies, you know, medium-sized companies, 500 million to $1 billion, a true robust startup community, capital that will support it, a business community through those companies and those corporations that will support it. All of these things come together in a magnificent way. And then you inject some of the most valuable, talented workforce anywhere in the world that is both, you know, high value, highly skilled, and the most diverse. That really puts together a great part of why we're a success. Now let's bring in the government part and really their focus of what they're thinking about of making sure that we continue to have a great policies that create a great business climate. Really setting policies so that the private sector and our companies and our technology sector can thrive and grow. 9 years in a row, state of Georgia has been the number one place to do business. Unprecedented. No other state has ever achieved that, and it's an exciting part of what we do and what our story is. You know, I've mentioned education, academia. So we've got a great, robust group. Everybody thinks about Georgia Tech, but we've got great universities and colleges all over this state, public and private. And I've got to mention our incredible technical college system of Georgia, who can really think about reskilling, upskilling people, great certifications, great on-the-job training, and really get these people into the workplace and into jobs quicker.
So
now the other part, sorry, I got to give that one other part, and that's how do we build this community? I think part of it is we really greatly benefit from our Southern values and our Southern sensibilities. When people come here, when companies come here, we want them to be successful. We know their success is our success, and even seemingly competitors will come together and get with someone new to our community, embrace them, and help them get to know this community. So it's very welcoming, and that's part of our Georgia way, our Atlanta way, that really contributes to our success.
So what do you see going forward? It seems, there's a lot of talk about AI and this huge disruption that it's going to be different, than the other disruptions. This one seems to be at least scaring some people more than others. How do you see our community embracing and benefiting from this coming AI wave?
Well, it's here. It's coming. It's here. It's going to continue to proliferate. It's going to continue to grow. It's going to continue to get better and more effective. It's like anything. It's where there's great disruption, there's great opportunities. And I see our people really starting to already think about, okay, what is it they're going to do if we can use some of the AI, the machine learning also that's going on. How do we use it for some base repetitive things that need to be done and people can do, and then we're going to move our human innovation up to another level so that they can really think about new products, new services, and new ways to go and be able to layer on this automated part of artificial intelligence that's coming. So I'm super excited about it. I think it will be disruptive. I think it will be as disruptive as the internet was to things, and it will help accelerate a lot of things. In some ways, if we think about some of the challenges that we have for workforce today, we need some of this technology to help fill the void that's out there. We have low unemployment, and we have to be able to complete these tasks.
So how does TAG as an organization help the companies help themselves when it comes to a new technology or a newer technology like AI and machine learning?
It's really about, how do we bring together the community? How do we bring, how do we bring the current experts? And there's nobody that knows everything about any of this, but also get the people that are actually testing these things, trying new things. How does this technology work? And it's really about what we do. We call our committees societies. And if we think about the collective societies and how they create a community that people can share, best practices, trials, errors, how things will work, and how this next iteration is going to improve. And it could be from a perspective of digital health. It could be a perspective from our film industry. It could be our fintech industry. All of these things have a different perspective and a different application of how this stuff could be used. This community is going to come together and really figure this out. And I think this diversity of our community, and another strength that Georgia has, is that we do have that diverse portfolio. We don't just think about one industry. We're often known for fintech, but it's fintech, digital health, it's cybersecurity, it's a lot of things. That is a great testing ground for us to look at these new technologies, how they're going to be applied, and actually it's going to give us a competitive advantage in the world because we're going to figure it out faster.
Right, we'll be able to iterate faster because it'll be deployed in so many different niches, and you'll see best practices, see what's working, what's not, a lot faster than a place that has only one industry.
You got it, and TAG's going to be right there in the middle of it, helping facilitate those learnings.
Well, Larry, if somebody wants to connect with you or the folks at TAG, what's the website?
Hey, it's tagonline.org, and we'd love to see you get more involved. And, always delighted to see y'all here at the summit and, and along the way during the year.
Well, Larry, we appreciate all the work you're doing. It's important. And thank you for sharing your story today.
Thank you.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We'll be back in a few at Georgia Technology Summit 2023.